second best, scared to risk what the future might bring. What the future might bring. I hold my breath, waiting for someone to...
Hello, I'm walking around for this one right now. Welcome back to the vlog, or back to a new vlog. It is Tuesday, It is Tuesday the 9th, and it is, like 7 p.m.? 6:40 p.m. And I got off of work early because we're on a winter storm watch, and it started to snow a lot. We got like 3 inches of snow today, I think. And I got a package. Yeah, I know, that's about how I feel about it too. Like I need to open this over the sink. Unfortunately, it's dripping. Literally. So we're gonna see if this is salvageable. Well and fully damp. They were covered in snow by the time I got home. I think I can still use them. But that sucks. Alright, we're gonna, they're all in here. Oh, they're all in here. Shit. Okay, all 3 of them are very wet. So we'll try to dry them out. You'd think that as a librarian or studying librarian, yeah, you're in a cabinet right now. I would know how to dry them out, but start by getting all the water off of the front pages at least. Alright, well, these are 3 writing books that I bought. This one's not, actually this one's barely wet, only a little wet right up here at the top. The first one is Romancing the Beat by Gwen Hayes. I am writing romance, and I have been told to get this one, so I decided to pick it up. I do also have the audiobook for this one, so that's also a possibility. I also have been writing, have some ideas for some thrillers, so I got Spycraft for thriller writers. How to write spy novels, TV shows, and movies accurately and not be laughed at by real-life spies. Like, I'd appreciate that by Edward Nicholas. I don't know about this one very much, but this is by a guy who spent 33 years working in the CIA. So I'll take what he has to say. I think this one's just gonna be a bit misshapen. What I have learned working at the library is that sometimes that's the only damage, is that they're a little bit wonky. And if my own personal books are wonky, that's fine. Okay, maybe this isn't even as bad as I thought it was. And then for, this one's a little bit unhappy. At the top you can see it's darker where it's wet. I got the only world building workbook you'll ever need. So this one is a workbook technically, but I figure I can kind of copy the pages and use them for something else as well. So it's got a lot in here, honestly. I don't know, we'll see. This may not work at all for me, but it's got everything from like biomes of the natural world to resources and economy, history, government politics, family, diversity, labor and industry, social expectations, religion, language and communication, technology, education, health, food, appearance, structures, arts and entertainment, and magic, and then group lists and notes. So there could be a lot in here that might be very useful just for organization. So might use this one as well. These aren't nearly as damaged as I thought they were going to be, but I have 3 very thin writing books, which is fine by me. I love snow normally, but John's out shoveling. I got home first, so I actually shoveled the top half of the driveway, and then when he got home, he started shoveling. We only have 1 shovel right now. That's our first mistake. And this is an Olipop root beer, which isn't bad. I prefer real root beer, but it's not bad. I don't know what I'm gonna do right now. I feel so out of sorts because I'm home like 3 hours early. Normally I don't get off until 8 p.m. on Tuesdays, so to be home, I was home at 6 and it's now 6:45. To be home at 6 is so weird. I do have tomorrow off, and I'm planning on pre-filming a lot and getting a bunch of things around the house done, my hope. The pre-filming will... hold on. The pre-filming will definitely happen. I don't know what else will exactly, honestly. Yeah, so that's my little update. That's the welcome back to the vlog, and thanks for joining us.
It's kind of bittersweet. Never thought I'd come back. It's been a while since I packed up my things and left. I recall it still in my beat-up truck. I didn't look back, didn't give up. I got my first real kiss behind the coffee shop. Thought he was the one until we broke it off. I recall it still in his beat-up truck. Yeah, I cried like hell. Then I told him off, or I would never come back to this town. But now I'm here once again, and things that I forgot just keep flooding by the memories that I made of.
Approximately 8:30 in the morning on Wednesday, January 10th, and I'm getting ready to go out for a run. But first off, it's like 30 degrees outside Fahrenheit, so we're putting on a couple layers here. And I wanted to talk at some point a little bit about my fitness journey, because it's like so many people's, it's very complicated. I've done sports ever since I was like a toddler. My parents got me into ballet and dance, I should say. I did like the toddler version of dance classes and gymnastics starting when I was like 3 or 4. And I just ended up sticking with sports. I've always kind of struggled with weight a bit. I've never been fully comfortable with my weight until I was in my early to mid 20s, and I worked at a kickboxing gym for like 2 or 3 years. And during that time, I ran marathons. I was a really big runner. I was working out like 2 times a day. It was great. I was feeling pretty good. But I did gymnastics for a long time. I was a sprinter in high school and a little bit in college. I'm not built to be thin. I never have been. I've always had wide shoulders. I've always had stocky shoulders. I have hips. I have no waist. Like, there is, between the base of my rib cage and my hip bone, there's about this much space. So that's always a thing that people have asked me before, which is kind of a weird thing to ask, by the way. Don't ask that. That's weird. But running has kind of been a thing for me for a long time, but I fell off the bandwagon a couple years ago when I got really depressed, and I fell off the exercise wagon almost completely, and I gained a lot of weight, and I am currently at almost my heaviest I've ever been, which for some people doesn't say much, but like, for me, that's a big deal for someone who's always been in the fitness industry. And like, my undergraduate degree is in fitness. It's in kinesiology. I was going for pre-PT. I was a personal trainer for like 3 or 4 years. And it just kind of goes to show you, like, you don't keep it up, anyone will lose it. Like, it happens. It's the way of life goes. And I'm finally getting back into it after like 4 or 5 years of not really working out really at all. And I'm finally jumping back into it. But I'm learning that I'm basically starting from scratch right now. And that for me is very difficult. I'm starting basically from a point of, all right, I can barely run a mile without stopping. So I've got this Garmin now. It's very nice. It's very handy. And it told I had to do, I'm starting a new like plan with it where I'm doing just to 5K. I want to be able to run a 5K without stopping. That's my goal right now. It's winter, which is not helping anything, but I'm starting now, so I actually do. And one weird thing that I hadn't thought about, oh, I shouldn't say that. And I had to do like a base run, and I did that on Monday. And I ran like the 0.85 miles or whatever it was. And I have never felt so slow at running. Sorry, the humidifier's on. It's really dry in here right now. I've never felt so slow running. And it's taking a lot for me to keep going and to keep doing this, because it is hard to see just how much I've lost over the years as far as my own personal fitness goes. But getting back on it, really gonna try and keep going this time. There's something weird. Yeah, there's nothing weird out here for you to see. So hopefully it helps. Hopefully it sticks around. Hopefully I can do this. But yeah, so it'll be a journey. So welcome to the journey, I guess. I don't know. I'm adding fitness into this because this is a part of my life and this is my life channel. So enjoy, guys, enjoy. I'm gonna go for my run now. So my run today is couch to 5K, basically is what I'm doing right now. And I'm going to be walking for 5 minutes or running for 5 minutes for 6 rounds. So it should take a little over 30 minutes. And it's hard for me to do that, because that, in my head, I feel like a failure. I know I'm not, but it feels like it. And so I'm trying to get over this mental hurdle of I'm starting from scratch. So it is what it is. But yeah, so that's my update. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but it felt like something I should. I don't know. I don't know if you can tell. I did go out and try to run. The camera's not balanced here. And decided no, because there's just too much ice out there, and I have slipped and fallen almost 5 times in the first mile. So I was like, you know what? Nah, not today. So I ended up going 0.48 miles instead, like about a half mile before my body was like, no, this is not gonna end well. The sides of my feet were starting to hurt, and it's just like, you know, running through the snow isn't terrible. It's annoying, but it's not terrible. Running when there's ice is just a no-go. I know better than to try and do that. And I'm not close enough to the bike trail that the city salts in order to justify that. So, and for those of you being like, you're being aware, there's like 5 inches of snow outside. There's a lot of snow, and the ice was thick because I was ice skating on the sidewalk. I'd take a step and just slide for like a couple feet. So we're not gonna do that today, but I do have about five videos that I need to pre-film. So I am gonna take a shower, because I need to take a shower anyways, and I'm gonna go film those then instead. I need breakfast first though, because I haven't actually eaten yet today. So, because I don't like to eat before I run. I'm one of those weird people. I try not to eat before I run. One, it's motivation to get to the finish line faster when I do my races. But 2, I always feel heavier and just like it just feels like I have extra weight, even though that's all a mental thing, and I do know I need to actually just get over that. But yes, so maybe we'll do some stretching and yoga and stuff later. I do need to work on that as well. But that's my little update. I tried. It's 9 o'clock now. We're gonna go have breakfast and coffee, because I need coffee. Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am. Would you like to be in the video? Is this what you wanted? This is definitely what you wanted. Oh, you wanted to see out the window. What are you? Yeah. Don't glare at me. You're the one climbing all over the bookshelves. Special guest. Alright, so I'm almost done with the Silmarillion, and I need to decide what book to read next, and I'm notoriously bad at that, so I have made a list of the 10 books I'm going to read this month, the 10 other books. And I'm gonna roll my D10, which is my D10. And we're gonna see what I'm reading next. This could go very nicely, could go very badly. Let's see. Let's go. All right, ready? That is a 0, which is a 10, which means I'm reading Sing Me Forgotten next. All right, that works.
Just where he was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time. Nobody is losing, faces merge and change, but your face remains the same. Swallows will be here by dawn. When we're finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt.
Alright, so I read this in one sitting. Well, okay, that's not quite true. I started this audiobook at work and just went, oh, I'm gonna read this whole book. And then got home and finished it. It's kind of one of my new favorite books, not gonna lie. This is a gender-bent Phantom of the Opera retelling. Oh my god. It's so good. Also, Jessica S. Olsen. Your writing is gorgeous. I loved this book. I have to get, right now, this is straight off of finishing it, which I know you get that little high of finishing a good book. I'm giving it a 5 out of 5, which I don't give those very often anymore, but this is definitely a book, like, I tabbed twice. That's exciting for me. I don't tab books, like, ever. I had to tab a couple of my favorite quotes, though. I loved the concepts in this book. I loved this book. I loved the characters. Oh my god. Like I said, this is a Phantom of the Opera retelling. Takes place in France. Just give me more of this. I now need to go find her second book. Her other book. Hold on. So I got this book from a book box, and I feel really bad because I don't remember which book box, but I think based on the year it came out, the fact that it's a book plate, 2021. I think this is from Beacon. I think this is Beacon book box. So, I don't remember and I feel really bad about that. But hold on, there's a really cool thing that I got with this. I got character art with this book and I found it and I love this character art. It's so pretty. It makes me very happy. So I have it up on my wall right now because I have a wall of character art that I have more character art and more art prints from books and stuff. I just don't know where they ended up and I need to find them and I'm kind of unhappy that I don't know where they are. But I have some of my more recent ones up here at least, so the ones from Polycon this past year. But I wanted to update you that I read this book and I absolutely adore it. It was so good. And there was a part of me that was really hoping her other book was a sequel to this one, but it doesn't need a sequel. It really doesn't. That ending was heartbreaking. No, I get it's not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, but like, I loved this book. It was gorgeous. It was so thought-provoking, and this book is based off of the fact that our main character has physical deformities, and with that physical deformity comes magic. She gets a certain kind of power. And I don't know if it stems from the deformity, whatever it is, she is physically deformed in her face. So she wears a mask all the time. And people, as soon as they see her face, they just turn her into the police, and She's in hiding. Parts of the twists I did see coming. I wasn't entirely surprised by who the big bad was. I kind of saw that coming a mile away. Or I saw that coming almost right after we met him. It just, the way he acted, But I still absolutely loved the development in this book. It was so well done. And whoever on Storygraph who decided that this is a medium-paced book, no. This is a fast-paced book. This is a quick read. It's like 320 pages. So enjoyable. I cannot recommend it enough. So, there. I read another book. That's 2 books I finished today. Oh, you know what? I actually didn't talk to you about the other one, did I? I didn't. I really didn't talk to you about it. I finished The Silmarillion earlier today. I didn't take this out because I was listening to the audiobook. I finished The Silmarillion earlier today. I really like this. I gave it a 4 out of 5. I really, really did like it. I would recommend, as I've had some time to think about it, this takes place technically before The Hobbit. Don't read it before The Hobbit, especially if you're just getting into J.R.R. Tolkien. I would recommend that people read The Hobbit, then read the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and then read the Silmarillion. Mostly because this is not like I don't know how to put this in a way that sounds good, but it's not so much the story that the Hobbit is. It doesn't just follow one character. It follows a bunch of different characters as it turns this world into what we know of as Middle-earth, thanks to the Peter Jackson movies, and thanks to the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit books as well. This was super interesting, honestly, because it really gave us a background for the world itself, for Middle-earth. And it's just a portion of the background, but it also gave us kind of a glimpse into where Sauron came from, because this follows, I have no better way of putting it other than his mentor, Morgoth. We learn about Morgoth in this book. You get his rise and fall, you get all of that. The wars are so many wars are talked about in here. The first couple of ages are discussed. The development of the Valar. There's a lot of things. Honestly, there's a lot of things that are discussed in this book that are really interesting, and I'm definitely going to have to listen to it again, read it again. I would recommend listening to the audiobook. So the audiobook that I got it from my local library, and I did listen to it at like 2.0 speed or 1.8. I think at 1.75 or 1.8 speed for the majority of this book. But I honestly loved it. I really did enjoy being enmeshed in this world again. It's been a long time since I've really delved back into the world of Middle-earth. It really has been years. Not years. It's been over a year. I don't know that we watched Lord of the Rings last year. Or The Hobbit, or any of that. I don't know that I've actually delved back into that world at all, even fanfiction-wise. That's crazy! A whole year without Lord of the Rings? That can't be right. I'm probably misremembering. Anyways. But I'm very glad to be back in the world of Middle-earth. I did miss this world. This world is so... There's so much going on, and he developed such a history here. It's very, very good. I really did enjoy this one. I thought it was a great topper after having read The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings in the past. So again, would not recommend starting with this, especially if you're jumping straight into Lord of the Rings, or if you're jumping into the Middle-earth world. Would recommend starting with The Hobbit. You could start with Fellowship of the Ring as well if you want that one. I still would recommend starting with The Hobbit though. I think that's a good story to start with. Also, it comes in like picture book form. Okay. So far this year I've read 2 books, and I finished them both today, today is the 11th of January. So I'm okay with this. I think I'm on track for hitting my Goodreads goal, which is always good. Goodreads has been acting up for me a lot lately, so honestly I'm kind of switching a little bit away from Goodreads just because I've been having a lot of problems with it. So in case you didn't know, I have switched mostly over to Storygraph, just because I still use Goodreads, but it's not... It's hit and miss right now for me, unfortunately. So I'm going to wait, and then tomorrow I will write a review for Sing Me Forgotten. I do try and wait 24 hours before I write a review, and I do want to get back into the habit of writing reviews. Simply because, one, I miss writing reviews. I haven't written reviews in quite a while. And two, it's a good habit. So that way I can reflect on my thoughts of the book itself. It was a YA book, which also was interesting because I stand by, I don't really read YA much anymore, which is, there's actually one or two other YA books on my TBR this month. But yeah, so I don't know. All right, so now what, right? Well, first off, I'm done reading for the night. I'm going to be doing a little bit of writing after this. I'm going to do some fan fiction writing because that's kind of what I'm feeling right now. I was going to do some the co-author fantasy book, but we're rewriting we're realizing that our plot is missing. So we changed like 3 or 4 big aspects of the book, and suddenly our entire plot we had was gone. So now we have to rewrite the entire plot of the first book. So we're just like, oh, okay. It's like a duology or a trilogy, and we have a plot line for the third book, and we have a plot line for the second one. We've realized the plot line for the first one has vanished, so we need to find a new one. So yes. All right, so I've got, I think I showed you guys this before, I've got all of my books that I want to read this month on this list right here. And I've got 10 books listed. So I am going to try and prioritize the books that are on my TBR, but I have finished one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross off the one I've finished, which is Sing Me Forgotten, and I'm going to put on a library book. I'm putting on a library book, and the library book I'm putting on was actually written here before, but it's The Devil Takes You Home. So there's a video that I'm planning on doing that's award-winning horror books that I want to read, so I put this one on the list, and I'm going to roll my D10, which is still the strangest die, I swear, and we're going to see what I'm going to be reading next. We'll see if I can do it right this time. Let's go. All right, right here. What do we got? We got a 3. Oh, John's going to be so excited because that's Shorefall. He's been trying to get me to finish Shorefall for a while. All right, so the next book I'm going to be reading is Shorefall. This is a sequel. This is the second book in the Foundries trilogy. I have all 3 of the books. I have actually started this and I was enjoying it. I honestly just got distracted and wasn't in the right mind space for it. But again, I have the audiobook for this, so I think I'm just going to restart and listen to the audiobook for this book starting tomorrow at work, and we'll see how that goes. So I'm hoping to finish this by the weekend, and then we'll start another one on my list. So there we go. Apparently this is how I'm choosing my TBR this month, or how I'm choosing the books I'm going to read this month. We're back in the kitchen to do an unboxing because I got my book of the month box. It's kind of blizzarding outside, and the box is really, really wet. So I wanted to open it in here and not where there was a carpet. Oh gosh. It's so, this box is like, this is all water. I don't know if you guys can see that. It is so wet, isn't it, kitty cat? And the cat wants lunch because I'm home after only working for 2 hours because I got to work and it wasn't terrible, but now it's kind of like, they're like, yeah, you could get up to 14 inches of snow tonight. So let us know. And so we all got sent home because the road conditions are bad. So this is my book of the month box. It came a little bit late, but they warned me it was going to come a little late because I ordered an add-on. The book that I got this month, oh, they're a little damp on the bottom, that's unfortunate, is First Lie Wins. I don't remember what this is about. Evie Porter has everything a nice southern girl could want. A doting boyfriend, a house with a white picket fence, a tight group of friends. The only catch, Evie Porter doesn't exist. So, I'm intrigued. I do want to read more thrillers, so this seemed like a good one to go with. And then I bit into it. I went with the hype and I got Butcher and Blackbird. I think this is serial killer romance. The viral Friends to Lovers, dark romantic comedy full of murder, chaos, and sizzling chemistry. Every serial killer needs a friend. Every game must have a winner. So, I have it now. Yes. And the bookmark for this month is This Book Hits the Plot. kind of weird, but there you go. It's kind of a cute box. This box is soaking. Like, I could probably put my finger through this box. Nope, not quite. It's not quite that wet, but it's getting there. So I'm kind of glad I'm home. I'm still waiting for my Twisted Retreat box. I don't think it's going to be coming this weekend because of the snow. I don't think they're going to deliver it. But I'm going to feed the cat because she really wants food. And then I'm gonna put these away, and I actually might do some reading. I need to make some lunch because I haven't had lunch yet because we got sent home at noon, and I just ripped the box instead of doing. Oh well, that's okay. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. I don't know. There's a lot of snow out here, but built snowmen. I'm really excited. We even built animals. This is Lana. There she is. Okay, it's cold out here and my gloves are off. It's cold! So I'm doing this on the floor right now because I have no chill, but I got my Twisted Retreat box for December finally. And so we're going to open it right now. And I'm not making this a formal part of a video. I'm making this a part of a video, but not a formal video because honestly, really just not in the mood to do that right now. But I want to open this, and the first thing I see right here on top. John? I have a bat spatula. It's a batula.
Is it a bachelor, if you will?
Yeah. It's literally a bat spatula.
It's a little batty.
It's so cute. Look how cute it is. It's literally a bat spatula. It says Twisted Retreat on it.
No, I'm a scary and powerful fire demon.
Fear me! That was really cute. That was a good way to start this box. Alright, next we got... Ooh, I got a little... a mist of some sort. A face mist. In an eerie refillable container. Why must you put the sticker right where I need to rip it open? Hold on, let me get this open. Okay, that's actually really cute. Look at that. Silent Hill themed. Oh, it's like you can carry it with you, and it's just like a face mist. Oh, that smells nice. That smells quite nice, actually. It says Rose, Otherworld, and Sandalwood. Alright, it's refillable too. That's really kind of cool. So this is what the outside of the case looks like. And now this room smells kind of like, actually like sandalwood. There isn't a lot of rose in that scent. At least not that I'm getting, but. I got a hat! I haven't gotten a hat yet from Twisted Retreat, but I've loved every hat they've put out. And so now I'm gonna put this one on and I'm not gonna take it off. Oh my gosh, is it? It's the Oogie Boogie. It is, it's the Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh my gosh, it's the Oogie Boogie beanie. That's adorable, I love it. I'm never taking this hat off. And then, oh, we got our tarot card is the Devil, and it's the Gremlins. So, here we go. That's the tarot card.
That Oogie Boogie.
Is the Oogie Boogie man. I got excited. I saw it and I got so excited, okay? Hush your face, leave me be. Then we got 3 boxes in here. I know this is a much more casual unboxing than I normally do. I normally do a whole video on it. I'm really tired today, I'm sorry. But we have a candle, which I haven't gotten a candle in a couple months, I don't think. I just got one not too long ago, and it's Gremlins themed. It's a gremlin candle. I really like that art, honestly. That looks really cool. No. And it says, keep him out of the sunlight, keep him away from water, don't ever feed him after midnight. So that's kind of cool. I wish it was a little bit darker at the top, but
After midnight.
it does have a scent to it. This is from Typical Ghost, and it's vanilla and cinnamon. So, what? What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said, Marissa said define after midnight. And you
I heard that. I heard that.
Stop. You powered through it. She's ignoring.
Yeah, I was ignoring him. I can ignore him for so long. All right, and then we've got 2 more boxes. I'm actually really excited. Oh, and we've got a little mini fruit bar. From That's It. It's apples and cranberries. I'm hit and miss on whether or not I like cranberries, honestly. It depends on the day, I think. I don't know. I'm not usually a big fan of cranberries, not gonna lie. All right, this is a long, skinny box, so let's see what's in here. Oh! Oh, this is what they advertise. Oh my gosh, I'm actually really excited about this. Okay, they kind of gave us a bit of a preview about this. John, you like this. So these are spice jars, and they're very decorative. So this one says salt on it. And then we've got rosemary, and it says Rosemary's Baby on it. Does the salt say anything else on it? What does it say?
The Exorcist.
Haha! The Exorcist. And then we've got garlic from Salem's Lot, warding off the night. And then the last one, any guesses? I don't think you're gonna get this.
Yeah, the only thing I can think is thyme, but I'm not sure.
No. Cinnamon from The Craft, Witch's Enchantment. I would not have gotten that one. I don't know that one. But it also comes with a base. The underside of it says Twisted Retreat Apothecary, and then there's holes so you can just set them in here. And they're decorative. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I thought you might like it.
I do.
I think that's cool.
I almost kind of want to replace some of ours.
I know, I was kind of like, honestly, it's really cool looking, and this will stand really nicely.
So what is it? Salt, rosemary, garlic, and
cinnamon. Yeah, I have 2 things left. This one, I'm not it's a mug. It's a mug. It's confirmed a mug, and it has a lid. Ooh! It's like a copper mug. Ooh, it says The Haunting of Hill House. Ghost Stories. So it's like a copper, it's plastic. This isn't, I don't think this is metal. Hold on, it's a campfire mug. So this is designed by Typical Ghost. So it does have a resealable lid on top. Ooh, that's tight. Oh, that is very airtight. We've got on this side, it says The Haunting of Hill House. And then on the other side, this is kind of a cool handle too. It says Ghost Stories, so that's really cute. Really like it. Yeah, so these are fun. I really like this mug. I think the spice rack's my favorite so far. Then the last thing we have in here is stuff, and it is the book, and it is not wrapped, which is a risk. Especially with the weather I've been having here. Alright, okay, this is a gorgeous book. Alright, this is Through a Glass Darkly by W.H. Hussey. I have never heard of this, honestly, but it looks really cool. Alright, well, first off, can we just examine this cover? It is beautiful. And the back matches, which is kind of nice and a lot of fun. I really like that. It's very Scarecrow-esque almost. And then we'll open it up and let's see. Steeped in classic horror, this chilling contemporary tale deals with secrets long buried, festering guilt, and haunted loneliness. Jack Trent, the most effective criminal investigation officer in the history of the department, is having bad dreams of a child's murder in a forest at the hands of something indescribable. But these are more than nightmares. They are visions of the future that Jack has tried for years to suppress. Something happened to Jack in his childhood. Something that means he cannot touch another living person, and something that killed his mother. And this something has returned to inspire his visions. In a final race against time, Jack attempts to save a boy's life in the clearing of Redgrave Forest. Can he face the long-dead Dr. Mendicant and the ancient darkness of Crow Haven? Can he face the evil living inside himself? And what will he make of the Doctor's final devastating revelation? Okay, not exactly sure what that really means, but that still sounds cool. Let's take off the dust jacket and look under the cover. That looks amazing. I love that. Here's our spine, also very cool, and the back. That's super neat. And then we've got our sprayed edges. Here's the top, and then the side is feathers, the ravens it looks like, and then the bottom, and then the pages in here. And it says Twisted Retreat exclusive signed edition. So that's really cool. Got it right here. That's really neat. And it's signed here, I guess, too. Yeah, it's signed. I got it double signed. One's printed and one's actually, it looks like it's actually physically signed. So that's really cool. This is a 408-page book. I just happened to open to the back page.
From my window, sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Yeah. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. I get the wine and the corkscrew. You don't have to do one single thing. You don't know how much I want you. Just looking at you makes my whole world spin. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed.
Alright, so it is Monday the 15th, and I finally restarted Foundry Side. I am this far in. I am 136 pages into this book. It's very good. I loved the first book in this trilogy. It is a completed trilogy. I really did enjoy the first book in this series. I'm currently listening to the audiobook. It's very good. I do also have the physical book, though. No, it's very good. I am very much enjoying it. I was planning on starting it earlier and then doing like a full reading vlog video, but I did not read this fast enough to do that. I did not get started early enough this morning. I've been having a very slow day. Today I had off because it is Martin Luther King Day, and it is recognized as a holiday in my city, which is really awesome and great. Last night after we made dinner and made cakes, we realized we had volleyball, and then when we got to volleyball, we learned we had 2 hours of volleyball to play. So we played 2 hours. We played 2 different games, which is 3. Well, I guess it's 3 games per match, technically, is what it is. And we won 5 out of the 6, which was really exciting. We had a good time, but I am very tired. I'm also It's indoor sand volleyball, so I lose my voice a little bit, I guess. I haven't played in almost 2 years, but it was a lot of fun. It was with some people that I played with 2 years ago as well, so it was with some old friends and everything, which was really nice, and I had a really great time. But yeah, that's my little update. I started a book, I played volleyball, I'm losing my voice. I've been coughing all day nonstop. I shouldn't say nonstop, whenever I talk, I've been coughing, so I won't be talking very much today. Shortfall is on my TBR, so I'm making progress on actually reading books on my TBR, which it is the 15th, and I'm only on the second one on my TBR, but I'm making progress, and this is a chunky book, and one that I've been wanting to read for a while. I am tempted to pick up the Arc straight after this, mostly because I really do want to read it and I don't think it'll take me very long, so I might pick that one up either tonight or tomorrow. This is definitely going to be a book that I will listen to during work. I may finish it tomorrow or I may finish it the day after if I just do the audiobook, so it won't be too bad. It'll be pretty quick. Yeah, because I think there's how much time left on my audiobook. Again, I'm listening to this on 2.0 speed, but it's because that's about how fast I read as well. So I have about 7 hours left on this audiobook, so that's good. That works. Today's a tired day. I have been working on a fan fiction honestly, I've been working on this fan fiction for like the past week, and I've been writing so much in it, but it's one I've actually never written in before, and this is kind of how I do my fan fictions, and this is why none of them ever go up, is the fandom that I am writing a fan fiction for right now is The Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit. So I basically am inserting other characters into the story and changing it around a little bit, and I did gender bend Bilbo, mostly just because I could, and that's my main thing. I enjoy these kinds of fan fictions. These are the ones that I also tend to read, so I do use some of the ideas from other fan fictions I've read and expand on them, make them my own to a point, so it's a lot of fun, and it's a good way for me to practice writing and to continue to write basically every day. I have been writing every day, not in anything too exciting. I did have a couple ideas for a couple different stories. Like we came up with a scene for the co-author fantasy book that we're writing, and then I also came up with a couple motivations. Excuse me. I also came up with a couple motivations for Adon's book, which will be interesting and will be fun to write out. I will be starting a sort of cooking series on this channel where I'm going to be trying out a bunch of recipes, mostly because I'm writing a character who is a caterer and I want to be as true as I can to the recipes. I do also love to cook, so learning how to make more recipes is never a bad thing in my eyes. So yeah, but that's really my update right now. This video I think is actually pretty long as of this point. We'll see what ends up happening with that, but I think I'll probably do one more update tomorrow. It is currently 0 degrees Fahrenheit outside. It has been shifting between about -2 to +3 today, so there we go. When you're posting your video and realize you didn't do an outro, but that's what I got for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed this video. I know I was really soft-spoken in the last couple clips. I had a cough, so it was just bad. But that's what I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. It really helps me out if you do that. And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, keep reading, and keep moving forward. Bye! And also, sorry this is so long. Apparently I did a lot of stuff.